I cannot believe this game is real, bro. Bro, I cannot believe this game is real, bro. I waited so long for this.
Please stop! Please don't shoot! Joel, please get up!
I can't believe this shit is real, bro. I can't believe this shit is real.
What's up, guys? Hope y'all are having a great day today. I figured I would take this opportunity to once again spit on the corpse of The Last of Us Part 2 for some sweet, sweet ad revenue once again. Because, you know, it's time to take a little bit of what I call a victory lap at this point. Because I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. I just really love how many salty Last of Us fanboys were in complete denial mode when it came to these leaks. You know, they were constantly shouting that they're fake. We needed to wait for more context, dude. It would be better when the full game releases. And I think the general consensus among everyone except paid off games journalists, which, you know, we'll get into a little bit later here when we talk about the reviews in terms of the discrepancy between the user score and the metascore. But anyway, this entire situation has just been absolutely fantastic for me. I made a ton of money making fun of this game when the leaks came out, and now that the game has been released, I have been completely proven correct, because the final game is even worse than the leaks made it out to look like, because the ending to this game is an absolute joke. So I figured we would go ahead and kick off this video by watching this wonderful ending sequence for The Last of Us Part 2. Now, obviously, spoiler alert, I'll put like a timestamp up on screen to what time you can skip to if you don't want to see it, but, you know, I figured it would be pretty fun to watch this here together, because let me just say this, alright? You know, I don't really care if this spoils it for people, but just imagine, okay, you're playing God of War 3. The entire game, your sole purpose is to hunt down and kill Zeus. So you get to Zeus, you beat the ever-living shit out of him, okay? He is on death's door. All you have to do is deliver the final blow. But you know what? You get to that point, and Kratos just looks into his eyes and says, you know what? This isn't fucking worth it. You can walk free, bro. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna play my guitar. Like, that is literally what happens in The Last of Us Part 2. And I genuinely do not think they could have picked a more worthless ending for this video game if they actually tried. But anyway, guys, you know, let's go ahead and check out this absolute masterpiece of a video game ending that is no doubt going to be remembered as probably one of the worst video game endings of all time, and probably one of the most unnecessary sequels ever made. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this shit. I mean, this shit just looks like a joke, dude. Like, I know it's supposed to be super tense. Oh my god. They're fighting to the death. Holy shit. She's swinging around her little pocket knife or some shit. I don't even know, dude. This is just such a joke to me. Like, both of them look like they've been pumping roids for the past 3 months, which I don't really know how that's possible in the zombie apocalypse. You know, maybe they stumbled across a hidden stash of, like, testosterone replacement pills or some shit. I have no clue, dude. But this is supposed to be the big climax of the game, and overall, it just looks like a complete fucking joke. I mean, I'm probably gonna get shit for this, but you know, if you turn off the actual picture and just listen to the audio, it sounds like two females legitimately getting hit from behind, bro. Like, for real though, it sounds like they're getting their backs blown out by a BBC on the hub, bro. That is literally the vibe I'm getting from this shit. Tell me I am wrong. But I really shouldn't be surprised. Maybe they used some sound effects from, you know, the GameStop ma'am sex scene that, you know, got leaked on the internet ahead of the launch. But, I mean, if that wasn't bad enough, now the final boss fight of this game is literally two females grunting and moaning for like 15 minutes straight. Now, just keep in mind that this bitch literally just bit off 2 of her fingers when you see how this fight ends, because it just makes the ending even more fucking ridiculous. They just had to do Joel so dirty in this game. First, you know, he gets his skull beat in by the GameStop ma'am. You know, everyone that Ellie cares about gets killed by the GameStop ma'am. And now Ellie has the opportunity to drown this bitch after she literally bites off 2 of her fingers literal seconds before. And you know what? She remembers Joel, the person whose head got beat in with a golf club by this person, and realizes, you know what? I really don't want to drown the GameStop ma'am. She deserves to live a long and happy life because she's a truly wonderful like, what the fuck is this shit, dude? If someone literally bit off my fingers mere seconds ago and killed every single person I cared about, you better believe that bitch would be drowned in that river. Like, apparently Ellie's just too good. She can't bring herself to kill her. You know, the memory of Joel. You know, she's gonna honor his memory by not murdering the bitch who murdered him with a fucking golf club. Like, I honestly don't even know at this point, man. Like, Neil Druckmann, this dude should never be allowed to write another video game story for the rest of his fucking life. Like, this shit is just completely pathetic. Like, I would expect more from a Tumblr fan fiction.
Go. Just take him.
But that's basically the ending of the game. You know, she walks through a field, goes into the house, picks up a guitar, then has like a flashback or some shit, and then the game ends just like that because she can't play the guitar because she's missing 2 fucking fingers that the GameStop man bit off just a couple days ago, I guess. I don't even know. But anyway, just an absolutely fantastic ending to the sequel to probably one of the most beloved games of all time. And there's just one thought in the back of my head watching this. Like, this sequel did not need to exist at all. I don't think most people are going to argue. Like, The Last of Us 1 had a really great ending. I think it wrapped up things perfectly. You know, Joel and Ellie were going to start their life together at that town or whatever. I don't even remember. It's been such a long time since I've played that game, but I thought the ending overall was well done. I definitely did not think this game needed a sequel, and I think that just kind of confirmed it now that we've seen the ending and just overall reception to this game by the actual people who are going out and expected to buy this game for $60. Like, for the most part, from all the YouTube reviews or previews or first impressions, whatever the fuck you want to call it, the response has been anything but overwhelmingly positive. But if you look at critical reviews, the game is like rated at a 95 on Metacritic, which, you know, people are saying this game is perfect, which there are plenty of issues that people are naming. Apparently the story is a complete clusterfuck. There's just entire patches of it that are like miserable to sit through. It's way too long. The story's all over the place. Abby's an extremely unlikable character. The ending, which we just watched, was a complete shit show. Overall, I don't know how this game is getting a 10 out of 10, and it seems like people who are actually going out, spending money on this game and playing it are not giving this game a 10 out of 10. So I really think it's interesting to see this massive discrepancy between the Metacritic critic score and the user score, because typically on these PlayStation exclusives, you know, it's almost neck and neck. Like, both scores typically reflect the same sentiment, but this time there is so much negativity surrounding this game and overall the way they handled the story and the characters of the original Last of Us that, you know, I think people have a right to be mad, especially after seeing this ending. Like, holy shit, like, people should upload the ending of this video and just title it like saving you $60 on The Last of Us Part 2. Do not buy this piece of shit. And those people would literally be doing a public service at this point, because this shit is bad. This is not what anyone wanted from a sequel to The Last of Us. And I think it just really shows the disconnect between people like Neil Cuckman and the actual people he expects to go out and buy his games. But overall, I am very happy to be proven right. You know, all the fanboys were saying I was lying, all these leaks were fake. You know, when the real game comes out, you know, all this shit's gonna be proven false. Well, it was proven 100% correct. The leaks were 100% accurate, and it turned out that the ending was even worse than anyone expected. I just go back to that God of War example. Like, imagine you play God of War 3, you get to Zeus, which the entire point of the game is to kill Zeus, and Kratos is like at that moment where he's about to snap his neck or whatever, and he just says, "Nah, bitch, I'm good," and just walks the fuck off. Like, that would be the most disappointing ending to the game that you could ever imagine. And that's exactly what they did with The Last of Us Part 2. They build up this character for the entire game that you were supposed to hate from all the evil shit that she does, and then when you have the opportunity to remove this bitch from existence, you know, you just walk the fuck away and you have no input on the matter whatsoever. I don't know, this game just feels really lazy to me. It feels like one of those really artistic games, which is probably why the critics love it. I probably shouldn't even say artistic, I should probably say autistic. But anyway, guys, you know, if you played The Last of Us Part 2, let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section. I am very, very interested to hear your opinions on this game, and let me know if you're planning on picking up this game or not. Personally, I'm not touching this shit with a 10-foot pole, but that's just me. Let me know your thoughts. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like on it, guys, because we are going to be under attack by The Last of Us 2 fanboys in full damage control mode, you know, lashing out at me because I was right in this entire situation, and their game that they hyped up blindly for years turned out to be a complete dud. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna really need that support, dude, because this video is probably gonna get a shit ton of dislikes, which, you know, I'm not really complaining because likes and dislikes, they all pay the same. So fuck you, Last of Us fanboys. Thank you for your ad revenue. But anyway, guys, with that said, I do want to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to check out this video, and for once again joining me to spit on the corpse of The Last of Us Part 2. Also for all the recent support as well. You know, it has been a very interesting time in my life. I do have a summer internship, so I don't really have too much free time, so apologies for not getting a lot of uploads out. Hopefully, just as I get used to my schedule, things will get a lot better here. That's what I'm kind of hoping. Like, this is the first time in 4 years where I've actually been on a sleep schedule, so, you know, this is a very different thing for me, and I'm trying to get used to it. So apologies for the lack of uploads. Hopefully it will get better, but I do appreciate you guys still stopping by the channel, checking out these videos when I do upload, and it just means a lot. So thank you all so much for that, and I will catch you guys next time.